Okay, if you weren't in London for Samsung's big Unpacked event this week, well, neither was I. But I was at a satellite briefing right here in Brooklyn, New York, where I got some hands-on time with all three of the foldables. And I'm just gonna tell you straight up what's actually different this year, what's all gonna cost you, and which one of these I am personally obsessed with. All right, let's get into it. So here's how Samsung's framing this whole lineup. And I think it's generally the most interesting part. This isn't really one foldable line anymore. It's three completely different phones for three different people. The Fold8 Ultra is for the productivity crowd. The multitaskers, the people who want a laptop in their pockets. The Fold8 is aimed at something totally different. Samsung's literally calling it a new type of customer. So that would be someone who wants to get lost in the content, not necessarily get work done. And the Flip8 is still about self-expression, quick interactions, and that fun factor. Now, Samsung's pitch is that they're not just making the Fold better every year anymore. They've split it into two different philosophies. Let's start with the Ultra, since it's the new one. This is the first time that we've ever gotten an actual Ultra tier foldable. And you can tell it's stacked. The camera's a big step up, 200 megapixels on the main sensor, and now it actually does HDR at that full resolution. Plus, there's a brand new 50 megapixel ultra wide in there too. If you're into video, this is a fun one. You can shoot 8K through Samsung's new APV codec. And CineLUT is built right in for color grading on the go. Under the hood, it's got the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, a 5000 milliamp hour battery, same as last year, and a new dual path 45 watt charging setup. And despite packing all of that in, it's actually the slimmest fold that Samsung's ever made. 4.1 millimeters unfolded and 215 grams. So if you're someone who needs the biggest possible workspace in your pocket, this is clearly the one that Samsung wants you looking at. Okay, this is the one that I'm most excited about, and I want to actually explain why. They gave it a completely new shape. Instead of that tall, narrow screen the Fold 7 had, you're now looking at a 4x3 display. And here's a detail that I really like. Rotate it and you get a 3x4 portrait mode. That's basically built for reading, like carrying around a little foldable e-reader. 201 grams with this new Flex titanium build. That helps cut down on the crease. 3000 nits of brightness, a 4800 milliamp hour battery, dual 50 megapixel cameras, and a feature called My Fan Cam that automatically reframes your footage. It reframes it into whatever aspect ratio that you actually need. But honestly, here's the real reason that I love this one. Samsung flat out admitted that the Fold 7 shape was just too much for people with smaller hands or shorter pockets. And that's just me. That's exactly my situation. I need something that can actually fit in a purse. Or if I'm lucky enough to be wearing something with real pockets that day. Which, let's be honest, is basically a coin flip with women's clothing. A fold that's shorter, wider, and this slide is generally what I've wanted from this line for years. The Flip8 doesn't look like a huge jump on paper, but once you actually hear the details, it kind of is. 6.1 millimeters, 180 grams. That's a real drop from the Flip 7, and they did that while switching to a new high-strength aluminum. So it's not sacrificing durability to get there. The bigger deal to me is the flex window. They basically rebuilt it. The swipe gestures now mirror the main screen, so notifications, quick settings, your whole lap drawer, they're all right there on the cover screen. Now Brief can even build you custom cards on request. For the camera, Super Steady now has a horizontal lock, so your footage stays framed through a full 360 degrees of rotation. And there's some generally useful stuff across the whole lineup this year. Smart Switch no longer needs an app on your iPhone to move your data over. RCS finally supports end-to-end encryption between iPhone and Android. And Quick Share can now send straight to AirDrop. So if portability and personalizing your phone is what draws you to a Flip in the first place, this one's clearly built for you in mind. Real quick on the watches, the Watch Ultra 2 is built for outdoor and sports use. Bigger battery, 35% up from last gen, a brighter 5000 nit display, plus new dive tracking and trail running features. The Watch 9 is more the everyday wellness watch, lighter design, 3000 nits. And it actually gets the same AI health features as the Ultra 2, like sleep apnea detection, a heart health score, and daily cardio load tracking. All right, so here's the deal. Let's talk money because this is where it gets interesting. The Fold8 Ultra starts at $2,099.99, and it comes in graphite, cream, or violet shadow, with green shadow as an online-only color. The Fold8 starts at $1,900 in graphite, cream, or lavender, with the pistachio color as an online exclusive. And then there's the Flip 8, which starts at $1,200 in graphite, cream, or pink, with mint as the online exclusive. All three are up for pre-order right now, and every single one comes with a 6-month trial of Google AI Pro, which includes 5 terabytes of cloud storage. Now, the one that I'm most excited to test is no contest, is the Fold 8. This is the first time in years that I've looked at a Fold and thought this could actually replace my everyday phone. Now, the one that I'm not buying yet would be the Ultra. It looks incredible, but it's just not built for how I actually use my phone. Now, let me know in the comments below which one of these folds actually fit your lifestyle. The Productivity Focus Ultra, or the Discovery Focus 8, or the Expressive Flip 8. Let me know. Now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.